Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Astrology Report for September 28th through October 4th. So, on Wednesday, which is today, there's not much going on in the sky. So, it's a good day to talk about Jupiter. If you haven't noticed a change in the atmosphere yet, you are going to notice it very soon because Jupiter made a big move out of Virgo and into Libra. Jupiter is one of the slower moving planets, so it spends a long time in each zodiac sign, and that gives it time for you to really notice the difference. Now, while it was in Virgo, that energy, it was a time of detail and discipline, and it was all about fixing or eliminating anything that might have been holding back your progress. Remember, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. That's its role, is to help you get further. And before you can do that, sometimes you got to get rid of anything that's holding you back. Not the easiest of processes, and while it was in Virgo, it wasn't the most pleasant of energies all the time. But the good news is now you've done the work and you get the reward of Jupiter in Libra. Look at it this way. The planet of luck has moved into the sign of harmony, and that's just kind of gonna give us all tons of good fortune. Like I say, if you haven't noticed an energy shift yet, you are gonna see it. Things are gonna start to change. Things to think about with this energy. This is where you see the benefits of your hard work. This is where you see the benefits of keeping a positive attitude, no matter how challenging that is sometimes. And most specifically, this is where you get back what you put out. Okay? So keep that in mind. Thursday. On Thursday, Venus and Chiron, they're going to be in a transit that's going to make everything seem impossible. All right? It's just going to feel like you've got nothing but obstructions, and it's going to be like hard to do anything because it seems like there's so many things in your way. Why even bother? Okay, now you could allow yourself to be stopped in your tracks, or you could make a supreme effort and look past any obstacles that are popping up, because that's where you're going to discover solutions. That is the purpose of this transit. It isn't to stop you. It isn't even necessarily to slow you down. It is to help you meet and greet challenges. Find a way through them, find a way around them, and keep moving. Okay? This energy can be very motivational as long as you keep the right attitude and look at it as an opportunity to learn and to grow, not to allow it to keep you from moving forward. Okay? Now on Friday, Venus moves into a totally different transit with Neptune, and now the energy is like the complete opposite. Now everything seems possible. Anything and anything is possible, and it seems as if there's no way that you can lose. It's just, you are totally assured of getting whatever it is that you want. There is a tendency to be a little bit lazy with this energy, to kind of sit back a little bit and just wait for things to come to you. That's okay. All right? This is the kind of energy where you don't need to be aggressive, okay, to make it work for you. Just do what you're doing and see what follows, okay? You don't necessarily have to say, what, if I just sit here and do nothing, well, everything good will come my way, because we all know that that is not true. But know that this might be when you realize, if you have been doing a lot, you have been putting a lot of effort in and just not really seeing those results, this might be when you start to see them, or when things start to go your way. It's just like a really nice energy. And it's very relaxing energy, and it's good to have those days sometimes where you don't feel as if you have to be like so aggressive to go after what you want. Sometimes it's good to just, be you and see what comes from that, because that's sometimes when you get the most benefits. Hopefully that's a lot of times when you get the most benefit. Saturday, it's the 1st of October. It's a whole new month. I just don't know where September went. And we are going to have Mercury and Chiron are going to be in an opposition. Okay? What's going to happen with that is every decision that you have to make, you're going to see the equal measures of benefits and disadvantages. You're going to see, I hate to use these terms, the good and the bad. You're going to see how something can work and how it won't work. It's going to be it's going to confuse you. This is going to be hard to make a choice because everything seems like, well, which way should I go? This has good, this has bad, this could work, this might not work. So it's hard to make a decision, okay? The best way to use this energy. Remember, you don't always have to be making choices and decisions. If you can put it off until your mind feels clear, do that. Try not to get flustered by the energy. Use common sense and keep things simple as you go about your day, okay? All right, I have to lean over and move my thing, okay. Sunday, okay. So on Sunday, the Sun and Neptune, they're going to be in a tense transit. There's a lot of tension. There's a little bit of tension this weekend, so that's okay. Take it easy. It's the weekend if you can. Now you're still going to be in that indecisive kind of mindset, but now it's not going to be so much that you can't decide what will bring you the most benefit. Now it's going to be fear that's holding you back. Okay, that's the Sun and Neptune. They're going to be raising a lot of doubts. You're going to feel as if, especially when you try to approach new or unfamiliar situations, this is the kind of energy that just produces a lot of self-doubt. It feels as if you're just afraid to make a move because you're afraid of doing the wrong thing. Fortunately, later on in the day, Mercury and Uranus are going to join up. And when that happens, you're going to look to others for help. That's not necessarily a bad idea, but again, the energy is not, you're still not going to be in the best mindset to accept help, and other people, it could seem as if the advice they're giving you is wrong, or it just isn't what you want to hear right now. Basically, again, this is a day where if you don't have to make a decision, if you don't have to, make any hard choices or anything, don't do it. Just leave it for now, okay? Really, this is a good day. What you're going to be looking for, especially when you're with other people, you're going to be looking for commiseration and consolation, okay, more than anything else. So if it's possible to find a way to get that, do it. If you can't find it from other people, then do whatever it is that makes you just feel better. If it's sitting on the couch and eating ice cream and, binge watching television, you can tell that might be what I enjoy doing. I don't get to do it enough. But anyway, if that's what makes you feel better, then do it. You don't always have to be on. Sometimes it's good to take yourself out. Put your mind and let it relax and enjoy something else for a while, if it's possible. If it's not possible, maybe you've got to go to work. Maybe you've got things that you've got to do. Again, take it easy on yourself and others, okay? This is another situation. Whenever you're dealing with this kind of tension, try to keep things simple. Try not to let it, confuse you so much that you just feel like, you're not able to act. As long as you keep a calm mindset, employ common sense, you'll be fine. Monday, finally, the energy changes, all that tension goes away, and now Venus and Saturn are working together. And they're going to encourage you to look to the past for comfort and stability. This is a very supportive kind of transit, or it's not necessarily the transit that's supportive. It's more that the transit is going to drive you to look for support. And a lot of times you can find that in your past. It's going to suggest that you look to people and situations in the past that make you feel more comfortable and more stable. And after the last few days where you probably feel a little off balance because it just hasn't felt like, you've been on steady ground, this is going to help you get that back. Okay, this is really good energy to get you back on track if you feel like you have lost your momentum over the last couple of days. Okay, this is especially good energy and I think this happens to a lot of us this time of year because, you know, after the rush of September, it's back to school, it's back to work, it's, you know, you're trying to get back into the routine, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what happened? You tend to feel a little lost and a little alone, and this is a good day to kind of get yourself back on track by realizing that you're not alone, and, you know, you've got support, and, you know, that's the kind of energy this is going to drive you to on Monday. It's going to have you seeking out really positive support, you know. Talk to those people that make you feel better. You know, go on Facebook and post whatever it is that makes you feel, you know, like you're part of the crowd, like other people have your back. You should already know the universe has your back. It's easy to forget that, and this is a good day to be reminded of it, okay? Finally, on Tuesday, the good energy is going to continue, okay? And it's actually kind of going to amplify because now the sun is in a sextile with Saturn. And this is when you're going to see the benefits of taking your time and approaching everything from a place of stability and a state of awareness. This is where you're not just rushing ahead mindlessly. This is where you've got a plan, you put it into action, and you start to see the results. And you feel that accomplishment, you feel that pride in the work that you have done, and you enjoy what you've gained from it. And that's a really nice feeling. So that's going to be your Tuesday. So here's the crystals I'm going to be carrying with me this week. First of all, rose quartz. This is going to help you recognize the power of cause and effect. This is a powerful influence over the next couple of weeks. Basically, again, it's all about what you put out is what you get back. It doesn't always seem that way. A lot of times there seems to be a lot of imbalance. You know, maybe you're working really hard and you're just not getting the recognition that you feel you deserve. This is where it comes, okay? It's not going to happen. It may happen overnight, but sometimes it does, and it could be a gradual change. But you will start to see that, especially with Jupiter's, you know, just getting warmed up in the sign of Libra. Also, rose quartz is just going to help you feel better overall, especially during those tense transits. What else do I have? Celestite. That's going to help you to relax. It's going to help you with happier thoughts and kinder communications and more beneficial communications. You know, it just kind of, celestite is really good when you need to feel supported and you want to be able to support other people. Celestite is a great tool for communication. And then finally, hematite, for confidence and to trust yourself, because as long as you have those things, that's your stability. You are your rock, if that makes sense. You as long as you're keeping, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what's going on in the energy, if you're keeping yourself as stable and as calm as possible and trusting yourself and trust the universe, know that, you know, if you're having a moment, the moment's going to pass and a new moment's going to come, and that's going to be a good one, okay? Don't forget to check out the weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a happy, a powerful, and a very magical week.